Hi, my name is Tahira and I'm a professional Oriental dancer based in Poland. And this is Tahira Belly Dance Diary, where I invite you to dive with me into the world of Oriental dance and all its complexities. Let's begin! So, as you see, today we will be dancing and we will focus on the idea of variations of one movement. And this time it will be figure eights. So we've done this already with circles, with chest movements and with hip drops. And if you are interested in those, I leave all the necessary links down below in the description box as always. And today we, as I've already mentioned, will focus on figure eights in our hips. And the purpose of this exercise is to make you aware of how many possibilities you have when it comes to one movement. So in order to make your choreographies more interesting, choreographies or combinations more interesting, it is good to know that even with one movement you can do a lot of things. And today I've prepared for you 13 variations of hip figure eights, and we will put them in one combination, and you will see that this combination will look like an actual dance, not like a hip figure eights exercise. So before we will go to the instructional part, I want to introduce you to these 13 variations, and some of them has an addition of different movements, for example camel or hip drop, but I put there because they are really common and you can see done some of the figure eights in that way. And you must know that there is of course a lot of, maybe not a lot of, but there are more of these variations and you can come up with more. So if you want to, it's also a good creative exercise. However, I took a lucky 13 for today. And with no further ado, because I'm talking and talking, I want to introduce you, as I've already said, to these 13 variations. So we start with a horizontal figure eight. Then we've got reversed horizontal figure eight. And then we've got the vertical figure eight. Next is the reversed vertical figure eight. The next variation is the Egyptian figure eight. Then there is a figure eight performed with one hip, and it's also in a vertical direction. Then to almost all eights you can add a bit of shimmy. With almost all figure eights, you can also walk. Now let's go back to the Egyptian figure eight and let's add to it a drop. A nice touch to the Egyptian figure 8 is also adding a camel. Next, you can do a figure 8 with one hip. Well, in fact, it's a little bit in two hips, but the one is really visible and the other one is a little bit smaller. And you leave your body weight on the leg which you are performing this big 8. In other words, it's better to see it than to describe it. So here's this figure 8. You can add to it walking, but then this figure 8 becomes a little bit smaller and the step is a little bit similar to the Hagala step to the side, with the addition of a figure 8 in our hips, with one belly of the figure 8 bigger and the other one a little bit smaller, and it looks like this. And last but not least, of course, you can do an Arabic step with figure 8, in the front the normal one and in the back the reversed one, and it will look like this. And these were all 13 variations of hip figure 8s for today. So now let's try to put them in one combination. Let's dance! So we're starting with the instructional part, and the combination is not so complex, which is good because you will, in addition to the variations, see that things that are done in a quite easy way, but also at the same time in the meaningful way, are really powerful. So we start our combination facing back, and it will be only a couple of movements, so I think we can already do it facing back, because we will start with a vertical figure 8. So this is the one going from up to down in a little bit of mixed tempo. So we will have slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast. The body weight is on the left, and we are making a turn to the right on our right leg, hop, and then we will start with our left leg. So it's so this is all facing back. Once again, from the right hip, slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, and turn. And here you actually have some accents in the music, so you can make this slow, you can make the beginning of the slow movements a little bit sharper. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, hop. And now we're doing a horizontal figure 8, 1, 2, and we're preparing our right leg. So it's just 1.5 of a horizontal 8, and we're adding here a shimmy. And it's not big, really powerful shimmy, it's just delicate to the sound of the strings in the music. So from the left, 1 and 2, and we are ready to go on our right leg. Once again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, hop, 1 and 2, and from here we're doing this big 8 with one hip, putting our body weight a little bit down. So with not body weight, but we're doing the plie and putting all of our body weight on the right leg. So 1, and the second one will be a little bit faster, 1, and then I closed my leg because I will start now with this 8 with a single hip. So slow and fast and close. And here I've got 1, oh, it's already 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Here it's a bit, here it's not important how many times you will do this 8, because I'm doing it as I hear it in the music. So I'm trying to follow the voice of the singer, but you can do how many 8s you want, it doesn't matter. The way I'm doing it is fast, slow, fast, fast. But once again, you can do you can do any number of 8s you want, it doesn't matter. Once again, from this big 8, so we've got 1 and fast and slow, fast, fast, and now 3, on the count of 3, I'm going back with the reverse figure 8. 1, 2, 3, and I've got my body weight on the right leg. Once again, and 1, and 1, and 1, 2, 3. Let's try it from the beginning. So we're starting with the vertical figure 8 and down, down, down, down, down, down, turn, shimmy, shimmy, and slow, and fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, 1, 2, 3. And now I begin with the reversed vertical figure 8, so going upwards, and I've got 1, 2, 3, and so this quick change, 1, 2, 3, and I will be starting with the next movement will be figure 8. So I've got right, left, right, left, right, and the next right is already the figure 8. And this figure 8, with it's done with an addition of a little shimmy. And you really want to work your hips a little bit, so it's not on your straight knees. Either way, you have to work your knees to make the Egyptian figure 8, so it's a little bit of help to put the shimmy in your hips. So you're going up with the Egyptian figure 8 with a shimmy. Taka, taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, ta. And you finish with the accents in the music with a drop, doom. So taka, taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, taka, doom. And now you're doing 2 figures 8, Egyptian figures 8 with camel. 1 and camel, 1 and camel. And you finish this with the Arabic step with an 8 on the left leg. So to the front and from the back. Okay, this was a bit much, so let's try to do it once again. So I was going back with the reverse horizontal figure 8s. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, ta, drop, and camel, and to the front and from the back. Okay, once again, let's do it from the big figure 8 in our hip. So slow and fast, close, fast, slow, fast, fast, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, ta, drop, 1, camel, second, camel, from the front and from the back. Okay, let's try to do this from the beginning. It's not the end yet, but let's try it from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8, down, fast, fast, down, fast, fast, hop, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, big, and quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and with shimmy, drop, with camel, and front, and back. And from here, I'm going to the left with one hip figure 8. This one with leaving the body weight behind you. And I've got 1 and 2. And here I've got 3 fast Egyptian figure 8s. I knew it, it will be too many 8s. 1, 2, 3, drop. It's okay to dance, but it's not okay to articulate everything. Once again, so I'm leaving the body weight behind with a figure 8 in one hip. 1 and 2 and fast Egyptian 8. 1, 2, 3, drop. And here I've got a little pause, and then I'm going to the front with a regular horizontal figure 8 on the left hip. 1, and the next step is to the right side. 1, 2, 3, and 1. I'm closing the leg, leaving my body weight on the left leg, and going up with a reversed vertical figure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this reversed vertical figure 8 is also done with an addition of a shimmy. So 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3 there. However, here you have to really focus on your hips because you want to use your knees also for the shimmy. So it's a bit of, so it's kind of doing both movements which need the same part of our body. So you have to move your 8 to the hips and to the obliques really. So you try to do it really with your obliques and hips because you want to have your knees free to also aid you with the shimmy. Okay, so once again to the left side with the big 8. 1 and 2 and fast Egyptians. 1, 2, 3, drop. And then to the front and to the right. 1 and 2 and taka taka taka ta. And this is the end of this combination, and we used all the variations I've mentioned in the beginning. Now let's try to do it one more time to put it in our heads in order. We start from the vertical figure 8 down and slow. Fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, turn, shimmy, shimmy, and big 1, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, drop, and figure 8 with camel. Figure 8 with camel, and to the front, from the back and side, side and Egyptian drop, and to the front, to the right, to the right, to the left, close, up and up and up, and this is it. So as I told you, a lot of 8s, but that is the idea. Once again with, I don't want to count it because it's really within the music, so the counting would be strange to this. I promise you will hear everything, but it's not even. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I prefer to do it like this because then you have the pauses when there are pauses, and then you have the fast and the slow. So let's do it one more time from the beginning, with more or less the same tempo as the music, and then we will try to dance it with the music. So once again from the vertical 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, slow, fast, fast, slow, fast, fast, turn, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and shimmy, shimmy, drop, and Egyptian camel, to the front and from the back, and 1 and 2 an Egyptian drop, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, da da da da da da da. Okay, so I've sung, I've counted, and now let's leave it to the music because it will be way better. So let's try to dance it with the music and of course enjoy your figure eights.
Cemile Cemile İmanushigis Cemile Cemile Cemile İmanushigis Cemile
And that's all. I hope you like the idea and I hope that now you know how many possibilities you have when it comes to your figure eights. And as I've mentioned in the beginning, you can come up with more variations, so I encourage you to do this creative exercise. And of course, if you like this episode, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Also click this little bell next to it. It's the notification button, so you'll be notified about all new content on my YouTube channel. And if you want to dance with me or learn from me, you can do it easily online in Polish and in English. In Polish in my belly dance online school and in English on my UDance online profile. And as I've already said in previous episodes, I will be posting new tutorials in the second half of May, so very soon, so stay tuned. And as always, I'm leaving all the links down below in the description box, along with the links to the previous episodes about movements and their variations. And I encourage you also to follow my social media accounts, my Instagram and Facebook account, where I post a lot of things connected with my daily Oriental dance life. And let's meet here next Wednesday, exactly like every week, for the new episode of TahiraBDD Dance Diary. Thank you very much for your time and I hope to see you soon. Bye!